Hey YouTube, this is an update video on my 93 Ranger that I did a 5.0 swap in. It's pretty close, it's getting pretty close. I've got questions about the headers and I've gotten questions about the T5 transmission, slave cylinder and all that. So I'm going to run through that real quick. For now, I'm going to show you all around the truck. It's pretty dusty where I live, so I kind of covered up this little filter here. I still had to make a box for it, like a heat box. I didn't want to run this through the fender wall because sometimes when it rains, it'll suck up the water and all that stuff. But the headers are tri-Y headers. You can see that they hug the block pretty well. On the Ranger, I had to notch out the frame just a little bit right there. I think I overdid it a little bit on notching it out. You might just have to notch out right around here where this header kind of, so maybe from here to here. I went a little too far, but it should be all right. Again, I used the engine and wiring harness off of a Donor 89 Fox body. Complete harness, complete wiring harness, computer, everything. Here's the other side on that tri-Y header. As you can see, it fits pretty snug. They're header huggers. Well, they call them like, they hug the engine block, so they call them huggers in some places. As you can see here, I mounted the, I'm not going to have AC, so I got the mounting hardware that brings up the power steering up. And then this right here, this here is from alteredfox.com. It's a nice, awesome little bracket that brings it eliminates the tensioner pulley, or actually, yeah, the pulley that pushes down on the belt, and it eliminates all that, and it cleans it up really good. I've had some other suggestions on the fuel lines and stuff, but for now, I'm just gonna do that. For now, I want to get it started. I went with an electric fan up front like that as a pusher. I had to use Ford Explorer radiator aluminum from the 5.0 Explorers. They say that it works. It's good enough for the 5.0 engine. It's good enough for this. Here's a quick look at it. I'm also doing the front end swap on this 93. It's gonna look like my 2003 Ranger, but on my 2003, I went with the 2006 front end. I just changed the brackets out and the hood and everything. As you can see here, there's the headers there. I also did a front brake swap on this Ranger. I went with dual pistons off of a 95 to 97 Ranger. I swapped out the whole spindle and brakes and got some dual pistons up front, and then I did a Fox body swap in the back, and I did the disc brakes in the back. And I'm going with the Flowmaster Super 10s. I built a custom X pipe. I ordered an X pipe, and then I had to do a custom kind of thing. I hope you can see it here. As you can see, any adjustments that I'll do, I'll just figure all that out once the engine is running and I get it all tuned up and stuff. Also, with the T5, I mounted an external slave cylinder, and from, I believe it's called Dave's Cars, they sell a nice bracket that will allow you to install an external slave cylinder. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it for you guys here. Gotta get under here real quick. see if you can see that slave cylinder mounted right there. Let me get closer, give you a better look at it. This is the bracket I was telling you about. Here's the bracket here. Mounts to these tabs that are on the T5, and then there's two tabs here. And what it is that there's a spot weld. There's a nice little bracket here that's welded to this, and you mount your external slave cylinder to that. And then he also sells this here, this end here. Let me see if I can get a picture. And what it is, it's like a swivel ball that fits on the actual lever, this lever, and it allows it to move. So when you engage the clutch, it has good play, and it won't let it, slip out of that. Let me give you another look at this X pipe. Sorry about the hand there. See, there's the X pipe. Leads into the back of it. And I did go with 410 gears on this truck. I found the 410 gears at a junkyard, cleaned it up. Really good truck. I took it off of. I might go back down, or might go to 373s. That's what's in my 2003 V6, and they're pretty sturdy. Also went with the Caltrac system. So you can see that. It is a lowered Ranger. I put Caltracs on it to keep that rear end to the ground. Any comments or questions, let me know. Oh, before I go, I had a question about the T5 as far as having to cut out a hole and all that. You don't have to, what I did, I removed, there's a plate here on the Rangers, on the standard Rangers, and this plate here goes to about right here somewhere, and then the original stick shift is like somewhere up here in front. When you take that off, all you do is cut out another section, and the T5 fits right there. And then I made a new plate just to start covering all this up. As you can see, I wired the harness, but I gotta clean it up a little bit. I still got work to do. This truck is still in the process of getting all done. Ordered the gauges. Once I have the gauges, I'm ready to start it up, and then all the interior stuff will go next. Also, the tank, that's just a temporary mount so I can get it started. From ricksrangers.com, they sell a fuel cell that tucks right here where the spare tires was, and that's the setup I'm going to go with. And with that tank, you can drop in your sending unit, and it works just fine. Comments or questions, let me know. Thank you.